So we're about to start season 2 of the Packers and Lions franchise between me and Matt, and this is our second episode of season 1 that's currently on the screen right now. That was our last video for this franchise, and this video right here was the first video that we did for this franchise. So if you haven't seen those yet and you want to give those a watch, go right ahead, but without further ado, we're going to hop right into this as we're going to quickly go over each of our rosters before hopping into our game. As this is our roster, we have Davante Adams, DeAndre Hopkins, Justin Simmons, Dexter Lawrence, AJ Terrell, Denzel Ward, and Matt Milano. We have Trevor Lawrence as our quarterback. And in case you're confused on why we have random players on our team that are not on the Packers in real life, it's because this is a fantasy franchise. So what we did is we just drafted in a fantasy draft, both of us. And yeah, these are our teams after all the trades and drafting that we did. And yeah, we're going to finish going over our roster, and once we do that, we'll take a look at Matthew's roster. He is the Detroit Lions. He's got Aaron Donald, Nick Chubb, Quinn Williams, Justin Jefferson, A.J. Brown, Morgan Moses, Minkah Fitzpatrick. His team is absolutely insane. It's like impossible to play defense against his team, so we'll see how our team fares against his team, because if we're telling who has the better team, his team is way better than mine. So this will definitely be a challenge if we're going to win this game. We actually are 2-0 against him in this franchise so far. So we've yet to lose to him so far in this particular franchise. So hopefully we can make it 3-0 after, this game ends and all that. But that remains to be seen. We'll have to finish going over his roster. And once we do that, we'll hop into it. As, yeah, this is both of our teams' rosters. And it's hard to kind of go into depth for like every player, because that would take a while. And yeah, we'll set our playbooks, hop right into our game, and we'll see how it goes. We'll have to see who is better, I guess. Who's going to start off this second season with a win and who isn't. Yeah, I'm trying to kind of talk here while it's loading into the game. So, yeah, mind me for that. I'm trying to get this video moving along, but unfortunately I did kind of put a lot of extra stuff in. And we're currently deciding on a uniform. I don't know why I did that. And yeah, we're gonna do all that. And yeah, press ready. And finally, we're into the game, which I honestly don't know why it took that much longer than it usually does. Usually it doesn't take that long. But yeah, well, that's all over finally, and the Lions will start off with the ball in this first quarter, so we're going to have our defense tested against the star-studded group on offense, as they'll return it up to the 27, as 1st and 10, Patrick Mahomes back to pass, and go deep to Dallas Goedert, who's wide open, and he's going to get in for an easy touchdown on the first play of the game. Oh boy, that's already not good. I said we could struggle based on our talent deficiency against him, and it's looking like that's going to be the case. The first play is a touchdown, and a pretty easy one at that, as he was wide open. Just a horrendous mismatch for the Packers. As we'll see how our offense can fare against this defense that has guys like Aaron Donald and Minkah Fitzpatrick, who gets an interception, and now the Lions have the ball back at the 29-yard line of the Packers. So this is looking like a terrible start for us. As 1st and 10, they'll hand off to Nick Chubb, who gets 1 yard to make it 2nd and 9 at the 28. Mahomes back to pass. He's going to throw. Pass is caught by Nick Chubb on the Texas route, and he's going to get a first down. As, oh man, Packers need to figure their shit out if they're going to win this game. It's 1st and 10, Mahomes. They do get to Mahomes. They can't quite sack him, but they do force an incompletion. 2nd and 10, Mahomes is going to throw, and this is picked off, but it will not count as A.J. Terrell's feet were both out of bounds to make it 3rd and 10 at the 18. Mahomes going to throw, and this is picked off by Jaron Kearse. Terrible throw by Mahomes. His receiver was open, but he just kind of underthrew it, and we were able to capitalize and get the interception, so that's pretty good. As 1st and 10, DeAndre Hopkins able to capitalize on this opportunity with the ball and get all the way up to the 48-yard line of the Lions to make it 1st and 10 again. Trevor Lawrence had no time pretty much. He held on for a little too long, and they were able to just get right on to him for a 13-yard loss. 2nd and 23, Davante Adams trying to make that catch, but the Lions there to force the incompletion to make it 3rd and 23 to 39. Trevor Lawrence back to pass, going to go deep to Davante Adams, but that was just doomed from the start, as there were like 4 Lions around him, and Minkah Fitzpatrick's going to get another interception this first quarter, as the offense is just looking horrendous right now. The defense hasn't been much better, as we gave up the 1-play touchdown on the first drive. We'll have to see if our defense can do something besides give up big plays. 2nd and 9, Mahomes going to find a wide open Dallas Goedert again, as it's looking like that's not going to be the case, as it looks like we're going to give up another touchdown at this rate, as they'll hand off to Nick Chubb, as we are doing a good job of stopping Nick Chubb when he rushes the ball, but other than that, we're not doing much. As, oh my gosh, Justin Simmons nearly intercepts that ball. We could have really used that, but he drops it. It'll be 3rd and 8. Mahomes missing his target again. It'll be 4th and 8 at the 9-yard line. And the Lions are going to take their field goal here. It'll be 10-0 after the made field goal. So, I mean, that's better. I mean, we didn't give up a touchdown. We were able to hold them to 3 points. So, that's not bad defensively. Offensively, we need to really take a look at ourselves and see what we're doing wrong. As 1st and 10 at the 25. Pass is caught by DeAndre Hopkins. The line falls down. And he's going to have a huge lane to run here. And he's going to get all the way up to the 2-yard line, nearly getting a touchdown. A huge momentum boost for these Packers, as we'll hand it off to Ralph Cooks, who gets in for a touchdown. As the Packers offense finally putting some points on the board. So now we have a chance, as we're down, only down by 3. If our defense can get another stop, we'll have an opportunity to tie the game or take the lead. So we'll see what our defense can do here, as Mecole Hardman's going to do what he can do and return it up to the 26-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Mahomes back to pass. He's going to have all kinds of time, but he held on the ball for too long. Packers got home on him again to make it 2nd and 10 at the 26. Mahomes back to pass again. He's going to throw a deep pass. Wide open, but he misses the throw. Justin Jefferson was wide open, and he somehow missed that throw. A huge missed opportunity for Patrick Mahomes. He can go deep again. And Dallas Goedert, oh my gosh. That's 2 passes in a row that somehow were not caught, as we force a punt, but like, we didn't do anything. That was really just more the offense being terrible. Those are both just slight overthrows by Patrick Mahomes. As 1st and 10 at the 32, we give it to our tight end, Harrison Bryant, for a 3-yard gain to make it 2nd and 7 at the 35. That will end the first quarter. And Trevor Lawrence back to pass again. He's going to throw, and this is incomplete. Looking for Davante Adams, but he just didn't really turn around to look at the ball. It'll be 3rd and 7 at the 35-yard line. Trevor Lawrence back to pass, and he gets taken down by Aaron Donald. As he's just been a nightmare so far in this game, as we are going to punt the ball away. I mean, I guess it's better than an interception, but you would have really liked us to score some points and take advantage of our opportunity, as A.J. Brown able to return this up to the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for Mahomes. He's going to have all kinds of time. He's going to throw. Pass is caught by Dallas Goedert, who gets open on that play. It'll be 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line. Mahomes fakes the handoff, and he's going to get thrown down right away, as that'll be incomplete. As he is doing a good job of avoiding the sacks, but we are getting to him relatively, as not on that play, as Dallas Goedert wide open on 3rd and 2 to make it 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Mahomes back to pass. And he's going to throw it deep to Dallas Goedert. And that was one hell of a throw as he makes that catch. A hell of a catch, too. That'll make it 1st and 10 to 14 as Nick Chubb getting an easy touchdown there. The Packers had no answers for him on that play. It's not great. As they kick the PAT up and good as we're down by 10 once again. As it's looking like our defense is going to be a problem for us in this game. And let's just hope our offense can figure their stuff out before this game really gets out of hand. As it'll be 1st and 10 to 25. Trevor Lawrence going to throw to Davante Adams, who shakes off a tackle, and he might get a touchdown out of this. Wow, that's a really good play by Davante Adams. He caught the ball, shook off a tackle, and got a touchdown. It's exactly what our offense needed. So now we're only down by 3 after the made PAT. As I'm not going to complain about big plays, but that's the only reason we're in this game right now. It's because of those big plays. We had that one big pass to DeAndre Hopkins and then that one to Davante Adams. So we have to thank our receivers after this game if we win, because they're carrying us right now. As Matt Milano gets a pick. Patrick Mahomes just threw that right to Matt Milano. There was no receiver in the area. That was just a horrendous throw by Patrick Mahomes, but obviously we'll take that, as we will give it to Ralph Cooks on the pass for an 8-yard gain. 2nd and 2 at the 11. Trevor Lawrence going to throw. Pass is caught by Davante Adams to make it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. As we are approaching the end zone right now, we'll have to see if we're able to punch it in. As not on that play, as we get no gain on that carry. 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line. Trevor Lawrence is going to try and throw it, but he'll get taken down. It'll be 3rd and goal at the 19-yard line, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. As it's a long play here, we'll have to see what we can do here. So we just dump it off to Ralph Cooks, who gets up to the 6-yard line, but that's not really going to do anything for us. As 4th and goal, we'll just take our points here. No reason to force anything here. We'll just take what we got and make this a tie game. As, you would have liked a little more from your offense, considering that we had a goal-to-go situation. But, we got the field goal at least. We the very least, didn't turn the ball over. So, hopefully, we can build off of that a little bit in the second half. As 1st and 10, Mahomes holding on to the ball for way too long, as the Packers had all day to get to him, and they did for a 6-yard loss. 2nd and 16, Mahomes is back to pass again. He's going to throw a deep pass to Dallas Goedert, and he makes that throw. That was a really good throw, as Mahomes is just crazy inconsistent right now. He'll miss wide open reads, and he'll make a throw like that. So, a mixed bag with him, as Justin Jefferson makes that catch. I think that's his first reception of the day. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Mahomes back to pass. He's going to find a wide-open Nick Chubb, who shakes off a tackle and gets up to the 8-yard line, as the Packers need to really buckle down here if they want to stay in this game, as they're approaching the touchdown right now, as we do tackle Nick Chubb short, and the Lions will be forced to use their last time out. We do hold them to a field goal, so that's good. What's bad is that we nearly gave up a touchdown, and they were close. We got lucky that their time ran out, and they ran out of timeout. So we do start off with the ball in the second half, so we'll have to see how we can do in the second half after we've gotten a talking from our coach. And hopefully we do better, because despite being only down by 3, we could have definitely played better in that first half, as Ralph Cooks getting tripped up for a 2-yard loss. We 2nd and 12 at the 22. Trevor Lawrence going to find an open Davante Adams to get up to the 44-yard line for a 22-yard gain. 1st and 10 again. Trevor Lawrence back to pass, and he's going to throw. And this is caught by DeAndre Hopkins. That was an extremely sketchy pass, but it is a completion to DeAndre Hopkins nonetheless, so we'll take that. As 1st and 10, this is probably a better decision by Trevor Lawrence, as that will be a first down by Davante Adams. 1st and 10, Trevor Lawrence is going to just throw this one out of bounds as he couldn't find anyone. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line, and he has the all-time in the world right now, as Trevor's going to throw in the middle of the field to Davante Adams. Easy completion there to make it 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. See if we can capitalize this time and get a touchdown. As Ralph Cook's trying to dive for it from 4 yards away, and he gets 2 yards, but that won't be a touchdown just yet. 2nd and goal at the 2. Trevor Lawrence going to roll out and just run it in himself for the touchdown. As the Packers, for the first time in this game, have the lead. As the kick is up and good, and the Packers will be up by 4 points. So, I mean, that's good. I mean, we finally have the lead for the first time. We'll have to see how long we can hold on to the lead, as Mecole Hardman's going to do his best to hang on to this ball and get up to the 26-yard line. As the Lions, for the first time, will be playing from behind. 1st and 10, Patrick Mahomes going to find Justin Jefferson, who gets wide open to make it 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Mahomes back to pass again, all kinds of time. And he's going to throw to a wide open Williams, as he had Dallas Goedert, but he elected to go to Williams instead. It wasn't a terrible decision. He got up to the 29-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes holding on to way too long to the ball. It'll be 2nd and 15 at the 34-yard line. As Mahomes going to snap this ball, he's going to throw. Pass is caught by Dallas Goedert. It'll be 3rd and 5 at the 25-yard line. And Mahomes back to pass again. He's going to throw to A.J. Brown, who's able to not get a touchdown, as the Packers are able to tackle him short of the line to get a touchdown. As 1st and goal at the 1-yard line, as Mahomes quickly snaps it, trying to run it himself, but the Packers will not allow that to happen, as that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. We have the lead, but that could go away very soon if the Lions can score soon, and that they do, as touchdown Detroit Lions. And yeah, now that lead we had, no more, as the Lions are up by 3 points. And we'll have to see how we respond to that, as they kind of marched down the field and we didn't really stop them too well, as we haven't really gotten many stops on this play. He, for some reason, laterals the ball, and there's no point to do that, but I guess it's his decision to do that. As 1st and 10, Davante Adams can't make that catch. Bit of an overthrow by Trevor Lawrence. It'll be 2nd and 10. Pass is caught by DeAndre Hopkins. And these Lions fall down, as DeAndre Hopkins has actually been giving the Lions some trouble here. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Trevor Lawrence back to pass. He's going to throw, and this is intercepted. Instead of finding Davante Adams, he finds the Lions defensive back, and that's not good. That's very bad. As we were approaching the field again, but like that was just a one bad throw, kind of ruined our chances of getting a touchdown or a field goal or anything. As Mahomes going to go deep to Williams, and Williams going to get in for a touchdown, and the Lions will once again be up by 2 scores. As it looks like we just kind of unraveled after that interception by Trevor Lawrence, as we've dug ourselves back into that hole of being down by 10 points that we had to deal with in the first half. We'll have to see how we can respond. We just need to score and score as quick as we possibly can, so that way we can have as much time as possible. We'll see how we fare with that. Is Trevor Lawrence going to run it himself? And he gets out of bounds too, it looks like, as that will stop the clock. Lawrence back to pass again. He's going to have all kinds of time. He's going to throw a deep pass, but that was just a nobody. He was looking for his man Chris Manhertz, but that was just nowhere close to him. A 2nd and 10. Pass is somehow caught by Davante Adams. Very sketchy pass, but it was a good pass, I guess, by Trevor Lawrence, as it was a completion. 3rd and 2 at the 46. Trevor Lawrence going to throw to his man, who's wide open and is able to get up to the 40. And looks like he got out of bounds again. That's exactly what we need to do, as that's incomplete, as the Lions were just all over Trevor Lawrence on that play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line. Going to throw to his man Davante Adams in the middle of the field to make it 1st and 10 at the 22. 18-yard gain. As we're marching down the field. We'll have to see if we can keep doing what we're doing, as it's looking good, as Davante Adams again in the middle of the field making that catch to make it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. And Trevor Lawrence is going to snap the ball again. He is going to throw to his running back, Cooks. Ralph Cooks able to shake off a tackle and nearly get in for a touchdown. We're close. We'll have to see if we can punch it in, as we give it to Cooks again, and he gets in for a touchdown this time. And Packers have given themselves a chance. They're only down by 4, potentially 3 if we can make this PAT, and that we do. Now it's a 3-point game. We'll have to see if the Lions can capitalize on their opportunity on offense and close this game out. Got a little more pressure on them, because if they don't do this, the Packers have an opportunity. So, it remains to be seen. Mahomes somehow has his X factor right now, as Nick Chubb is going to take this and get a gain of 9 yards to make his second and 1 at the 33. Already not a good start for us, as they'll hand off to Nick Chubb again, who gets the first down, and that will probably take us to 2-minute warning. That it does, as the Lions can essentially end this game with the first down, as that's what they're trying to do, is Nick Chubb's going to get a 4-yard gain to make it 2nd and 6 at the 39. Hand off to him again, but the Packers clearly know what they're trying to do there. It'll be 3rd and 5 at the 40. Big play for both teams here. Mahomes going to throw, and it's caught by Dallas Goedert in the middle of the field. And that will pretty much end this game, because we can only stop the clock once, as we will do that just right now. Lions can chew the rest of this clock out if they choose to do so, and it looks like they will, as Nick Chubb is going to take this carry once again. As long as they don't fumble or turn the ball over, game over. Lions win 34-31, as it looks like they'll do just that, as they can just let the rest of this clock run. Packers can't do much about it. And yeah, that's game. And for some reason, Madden wouldn't let us finish the game, unfortunately. But we're just going to say that Matt won that game, 34-31. That puts us at 2-1 for this series. But yeah, that's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.